The movie I would like to introduce today is a film that presents our goals from a slightly different perspective, allowing us to see them in a new light. The movie I would like to introduce today is Forrest Gump, a captivating tale featuring the brilliant performance of actor Tom Hanks. Indeed, Forrest Gump offers a unique perspective on how the titular character approaches life rather than solely focusing on how he achieves his goals. In the movie, the central character's relentless journey through life, much like running a marathon, raises the question of what he ultimately seeks to gain. Throughout the film, Forrest Gump's primary motivation appears to be his unwavering pursuit of love, happiness, and a sense of belonging. He yearns for the affection of his childhood friend Jenny, as well as for personal fulfillment and a purpose in life. Despite his intellectual limitations, Forrest's pure-heartedness and determination guide him through various challenges, allowing him to make a profound impact on those around him. Ultimately, his quest is about finding meaning and fulfillment in the journey itself, rather than fixating solely on the end result. Forrest Gump's childhood was different from that of ordinary children. Due to a congenital disability in his legs, he had difficulty walking properly. Additionally, with an IQ of 75, Forrest faced challenges in accessing regular education opportunities. Forrest Gump's mother does her best to protect him from the discrimination he may face in a biased world. As Forrest Gump enters school, he encounters a situation where he struggles to find a seat on the bus, facing cold gazes from his peers. However, in that moment, he hears a warm and beautiful voice calling out to him. Thus, they become friends and spend a lot of time together. One day, while trying to escape from the torment of his peers, Forrest miraculously discovers that he can run like the wind. Forrest Gump continues to run, pushing himself further and further. As Forrest Gump arrives at Jenny's house, he finally learns the reason why she had been reluctant to go home all this time. Upon learning the reason, Forrest and Jenny grow even closer, deepening their bond. As they grow into adulthood, Forrest and Jenny, like before, find themselves running away from the torment of their peers. By a stroke of serendipity, Forrest stumbles into a college football stadium and showcases his exceptional running abilities. This leads to his admission into the university on a football scholarship. With his unwavering focus and determination, Forrest's unparalleled running abilities make him unbeatable. No one can catch up to him as he excels in various competitions during his college years, sweeping through the events and enjoying his university life to the fullest. As Forrest Gump gains fame, he not only meets President but also achieves excellent academic performance, leading to his graduation from the university with honors. Upon graduating from college, Forrest Gump finds himself presented with another path in life. Indeed, Forrest Gump decides to join the military and becomes a soldier. While serving in the military, Forrest Gump meets his friend Bubba and forms a deep bond with him. Even in the military, Forrest Gump demonstrates exceptional abilities and quickly rises to the rank of an ace, showcasing his remarkable skills. During his lonely and arduous military life, Forrest Gump comes across a magazine featuring a picture of Jenny, who has become a well-known singer. Determined to find her, he musters up the courage to search for her and sets off on a journey to reunite with her. In that place, Forrest Gump gets to see Jenny, who has become the folk singer of her dreams. However, Jenny was going through a difficult and troubled time in her 20s. Jenny, unfortunately, pushes away Forrest from her. In the end, Jenny departs, leaving Forrest with a heavy heart, as he embraces the complexity of his feelings. He goes off to Vietnam. In Vietnam, Forrest Gump encounters Lieutenant Dan Taylor and serves as a dedicated and capable soldier, fulfilling his duties as a combatant. Within the camaraderie of his fellow soldiers, Forrest Gump finds solace, but as time passes, he yearns for Jenny more and more. Motivated by thoughts of her, he dedicates himself even more diligently to his duties. During a sudden enemy attack, Taylor's platoon finds itself in imminent danger of being wiped out. In a desperate attempt, Forrest Gump starts running aimlessly, driven by sheer instinct and determination. In addition to finding the wounded soldier, Forrest Gump also manages to locate his dear friend Bubba and brings both of them to a safe zone. However, despite their efforts, Bubba's life is slipping away. In that single moment, Forrest Gump, filled with sorrow, mourns the loss of his dear friend Bubba, realizing the true cost and sacrifice of war. The weight of the loss hangs heavy on Forrest's heart, leaving a profound impact on his life. Forrest Gump, seeking solace and healing, immerses himself in the world of table tennis therapy at the suggestion of his friend, Lieutenant Dan. Unintentionally, he becomes skilled in the sport, while receiving treatment and guidance from his coach, Sue. As Forrest Gump consistently played table tennis in his free time, he gradually became an accomplished player. Eventually, he rose to become a national representative and competed in prestigious tournaments. In recognition of his significant contributions during the Vietnam War, Forrest is honored with the Medal of Honor, a distinguished military decoration. Meanwhile, Lieutenant Dan, who had lost his legs and was living in a rundown motel, crosses paths with Forrest by chance. They spend a memorable night together, bidding farewell to the year gone by. In that moment, Lieutenant Dan shares his own plans with Forrest. He jokingly, yet half seriously, remarks that if Forrest becomes a captain, he expects to be his first mate, and jokingly claims that he would become the #1 shrimp boat captain. Although Lieutenant Dan's words carry a mix of jest and sincerity, Forrest takes them to heart, recognizing the underlying desire for purpose and success in his friend's words. As time passes, Forrest and Lieutenant Dan have a reunion, and they embark on their mission to fulfill Bubba's promise of starting a shrimp business. With the money they have saved up, they build and name their shrimping boat as Jenny, in honor of Forrest's beloved. They set sail, ready to embark on their shrimp-catching adventure. As Captain Forrest and First Mate Lieutenant Dan navigate the seas, tirelessly searching for shrimp, they encounter a sudden and unexpected storm during their days at sea. Amidst the storm, all the surrounding boats are left in ruins, rendering them unable to continue their journeys. Fortunately, Forrest and Bubba's boat, the Jenny, survives the storm, allowing them to venture out once the weather calms down. As they sail on, they find themselves in bountiful shrimp-catching grounds, where they start catching an enormous amount of shrimp. With their success, Forrest and Bubba decide to expand their operations by acquiring more boats and crew members. Eventually, their enterprise becomes highly successful, gaining recognition and respect in the shrimp industry. The name, Bubba Gump, becomes synonymous with outstanding shrimp catching skills and business acumen, exceeding everyone's initial doubts and expectations. During this process, Lieutenant Dan gains a deeper understanding of the true meaning of life. He realizes that success and fulfillment come from personal growth, overcoming challenges, and finding purpose in one's actions. He expresses sincere gratitude to Forrest for being a catalyst in his journey of self-discovery and transformation. Their friendship and shared experiences have had a profound impact on both of their lives. Upon hearing the news that his mother is unwell, Forrest quickly rushes to be by her side. Despite the happiness and success he has found in his life, his mother's health remains a top priority for him. He puts everything on hold to be there for her, showing his deep love and devotion as a son. After bidding farewell to his mother, Forrest continues to live his life according to the lessons she taught him. Utilizing the wealth he has accumulated over the years, he engages in philanthropic endeavors, donating to various causes and making a positive impact in the world. Following his mother's teachings, he seeks to spread kindness, help those in need, and contribute to the betterment of society through his charitable actions. In the solitude of his home, Forrest finds himself missing his dear friend, Jenny. Memories of their time together flood his mind, and he longs for her presence once again. Despite the passing of time, his affection for Jenny remains strong, and he cherishes the bond they shared. Though physically apart, her memory and the impact she had on his life continue to resonate deeply within him. Jenny finds her way back to Forrest's home, and they share a joyous and emotional reunion. Together, Jenny and Forrest spend blissful moments in their hometown, cherishing their time together. Jenny, despite her love for Forrest, refuses his proposal. She explains that she deeply cares for him but believes that their paths are meant to go in different directions. She values their friendship and doesn't want to risk losing it by pursuing a romantic relationship. Forrest, although disappointed, respects her decision and continues to cherish their bond as friends. As Jenny leaves Forrest's home the next day, Forrest discovers her departure and is filled with a mix of complex emotions. He is torn and unsure about what to do next. In his turmoil, he instinctively starts running, seeking solace and clarity through physical exertion. As Forrest reaches the end of the road, he looks ahead, searching for another path to embark on. He knows that life is full of twists and turns, and even when one journey comes to an end, a new adventure awaits. With determination in his heart and the memories of his past experiences, Forrest begins running again, eager to discover what lies beyond the horizon. He embraces the uncertainty, knowing that each step he takes brings him closer to new experiences, new friendships, and new possibilities. Forrest's unwavering spirit propels him forward as he continues to chase the endless roads that life has to offer. As time passed, people started to pay attention to Gump, who was running without any apparent reason, and as time went on, Gump became a celebrity among people. People started running alongside Gump, like a flock of seekers searching for the true meaning of life. Their companionship continued as they ran together, united in their pursuit. After running for over 3 years, Gump suddenly stopped running, realizing something profound. Overwhelmed with exhaustion and stress, he decided to return home. As it turns out, the reason Gump stopped at the bus stop and concluded his long journey was because he was actually waiting for a bus to meet Jenny. Upon hearing from the grandmother that Jenny's house was right across the street, Gump immediately starts running towards Jenny's house without any hesitation. Finally, he arrives at the front of Jenny's house, his chest heaving and sweat glistening on his forehead. Without hesitation, he reaches out and turns the doorknob, his heart racing in anticipation. The door swings open, revealing Jenny standing there, a mixture of surprise and delight on her face. Gump listens intently as Jenny begins to share a long-held secret, her voice filled with a mix of vulnerability and anticipation.
This is my very good friend, Mr. Gump. Here, can you say hi to him?
Hello, Mr. Gump.
Hello.
Oh, can I go watch TV now?
Yes, you can. Just keep it low.
You're a mama, Jenny.
I'm a mama. His name's Forrest.
Like me.
I named him after his daddy.
He got a daddy named Forrest, too?
You're his daddy, Forrest.
Gump takes a moment to process the shock of Jenny's revelation. With a deep breath, sitting down with his son and started to talk. And then Jenny reveals to Gump that she is ill and suffering from a disease. Gump makes a promise to be by her side and take care of her until the end. They decide to proceed with their wedding ceremony, knowing that their time together may be limited. With their loved ones gathered around, they exchange vows and embark on their journey as a married couple, cherishing every moment they have together. It is a bittersweet celebration of their love, filled with hope and the determination to make the most of the time they have left. To celebrate Gump's marriage, Taylor reunites with his fiancée and they come together as a couple to congratulate Gump. He and Jenny marry amid celebrations and well wishes. They begin their journey as a married couple, ready to face life's adventures together. As Jenny's condition worsens, Gump diligently takes care of her, sharing stories of their past and cherishing the beautiful moments they've experienced together.
Sometimes it would stop raining long enough for the stars to come out. And then it was nice. It was like just before the sun goes to bed down on the bayou. Those old million sparkles on the water.
I wish I could have been there with you.
You were.
At Jenny's gravesite, Gump expresses the depth of his love for her and promises to raise their remaining son with care and devotion.
About to start school again soon. I make his breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. I make sure he combs his hair, brushes his teeth every day. Teaching him how to play ping pong. Okay. He's really good. Forrest, you go. We fish a lot. And every night we read a book. You're so smart, Jenny. You'd be so proud of him. I am. He wrote you a letter. And he says, I can't read it. Not supposed to, so I just leave it here for you. Jenny, I don't know if Mama was right or if it's Lieutenant Dan. I don't know if we each have a destiny or if we're all just floating around accidental like on a breeze. But I think maybe it's both. Maybe both is happening at the same time. I miss you, Jenny.
As time passed, the day arrived when Gump had to send his son off to school.
Hey, Forrest, don't. I want to tell you I love you.
I love you too, Daddy.
I'll be right here when you get back.